So that's the first one. The next tweet is, he said, ladies, if you don't come, it's the man's fault. If your pussy stinks, it's the man's fault. It's the man's fault. If a man can't get his dick hard, it's the man's fault. At what point do y'all take fault in any of this?
At what point do y'all take fault in a man getting his dick hard?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's just talking. It just sounds manosphere.
That's good content, yo. That's good content. He knows what he's doing.
Now this one didn't get as many views as the last one, but he's been tweeting stuff like this to bait. It seems like, I don't know.
Now I think that there's a couple of things that that I disagree with in there, but there's a couple of things that I do agree with in there. Number one, if a man can't get his dick hard, that's on the man. Women don't need to take blame for that, bro. Because I know for a fact.
Yeah, that's on the man. To a certain.
I know for a fact, if the woman wasn't getting aroused by the man wouldn't feel like it's his fault. So let's stop the cap there.
If you got ED, you gotta hit the urologist, and you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, go get that fixed,
bro. If that's getting exercising, if that's
get some Hims,
getting the weights, if that's getting Viagra, is that
get some Hims, bro.
Fixing your gut health, which is also
we all see the commercials.
A big cause of it. Having undiagnosed, gastrointestinal diseases like SIBO and Candida, that can cause it. So you got to get that fixed.
Out some scientific terms.
I'm just being honest though, but I'm just saying, like,
no, it's facts.
That's something you got to, and that a lot of men don't know about. But so you got to get your GI map, you got to get your gut tested, you got to get organic acid tests, figure out if you got underlying stuff in your body.
And what's the first thing he said?
But I'm just saying that's on you. If you can't get your dick hard, just period, you got to figure that out. And
what's the first thing in the tweet he said?
Well, he said, ladies, if you don't come, it's the man's fault. See,
that's right there.
That's the one where I have a take, you have a take on it.
All right, what's your take?
My take is yes and no. So yes in that if you as the man are not taking the steps to get her ready, right? To do the research, do this, practice communication with her that you got to do. Okay. That's on you. But if she's also like, well, you're a man, you just got to figure it out. And everybody's different. She's not going to tell you that she likes this position and she likes you to do this and she likes you to focus on this area. She likes to be touched this way. You just got to figure it out. That's on her.
Men,
that's like go get me some from McDonald's. And if you don't get exactly what I want and you don't just know, you're not a real man. So I'm supposed to go to McDonald's and just figure out, just somehow turn real man mode on and figure it out. No, you need to tell me what you want. Period.
Men love to act, because you're right about the communication. Communication is huge. I want to say that first. Communication is huge. Otherwise, you're not going to really know if you're enjoying it. You're not going to really know if you're doing things right. Like, everybody understands that. But men love to do this thing where we act as though making somebody come is like the hardest thing in the world. It's like figuring out a Rubik's Cube. Bro, how do you make a man come? You jerk the shit.
The shit. Either way,
so how do you make a woman come?
People have their own personal shit though. Even men have their own personal shit.
I mean, they might like it in a certain way. They might like a certain rhythm. Sure. They may prefer getting head to being finger banged. But at the end of the day, how do you make a person come? You stroke the shit. It's really not that. It's not rocket science. It's really not. I think men just struggle with it because we're selfish during sex.
Well, that's why I was saying before, if you're not doing the research and you're not focusing on your partner, I didn't add the focusing on your partner, but you're not focusing on their pleasure, you're not communicating, and you're not just doing common sense, you're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, there are plenty of people who want things a certain way. They're not fully turned on with women unless you communicate. But if you don't want to communicate with me, you don't want to communicate with me, there's nothing I can really do.
And that's extra shit. But if we're talking about just coming, like, no one's going to know that you like to be choked. No one's going to know that you like to be spanked. No one's going to know that unless you say it or unless the dude tries it. But now we live in a world where
a certain position gets you off the most.
Right. And you want to be consensual with it, so you're not just going to go out there and just start hitting niggas. You know what I mean? Imagine if you were sleeping with a girl and she just started choking the fuck out of you. You're going to be like, nigga, hold on a second.
Beating the shit out of you.
Can I give some consent? God damn. But
we didn't even come up with a safe word. You just start beating the fuck out of me.
I know.
Fuck a safe word.